Hi, and welcome back to my orchid life. Yes, we are looking at some stairs, and yes, they are as steep as they look. So these are the stairs that lead down to the man cave. So I've got the grow light set up from GrowStar that they sent me to test. I want to show you what it looks like without the light on. I'm going to warn you guys, my husband's a hoarder, okay? He keeps everything. The man's got stuff from, I don't know, great-grandparents, from the kids when they were little, but this is the light before we turn it on. And usually that little glow light you see on is not on during the day, nor are these accent lights. He just has those on during the weekend. So let me pause for a second and turn the light on so you can see what we have once we turn the grow light on. See how bright it is? And there's the grow light there. So let's go over and see what plants we're going to use for our experiment. So I brought down a peperomia, a phalaenopsis, a string of hearts, which I bought specifically for this experiment. And then I have a succulent down here, and then I brought one of the Tradescantia. The more important ones are these three right here. My husband loves the look of the mounts, so I moved my Tolumnias down here. We have the Hoxiana, the Girac Brown something. I'll post the names down below. And then we have the Variegata here. Just a few things about the light though, guys. So the hood gets hot, okay? I had a temperature gauge right here on the shelf here, and it was like 78 degrees here. I held it up here for a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, and it got to almost 80. Now under the light itself, these do not get very hot. And they don't give off a lot of heat. The heat comes from here. So if you're going to use this on a grow shelf with plants above it, just note that that heat is obviously going to rise and it's going to warm up your plant. So you'll want to make sure to adjust what you put above them. We did not daisy chain it or anything. It's just the one light. I feel like the Tolumnias are going to get good light here, especially the one in the middle. I'm a little concerned about the two outer ones, especially since this one here, the Hoxiana, is finally growing a new fan there, and as well as the Girac Brown has those two little new growths. There's one right there and one right there, and the Variegata is continuing to just put out new leaves on these two fans. Now these two down here, I believe, have new fans coming on them, but I don't want to mess with those too much because they look a little more tender. And then the string of hearts will sit right here until she kind of grows a little bit more, and then eventually I will put her in this larger pot. And the phalaenopsis here is one that is in moss, so she won't require a lot of watering. I'll just have to remember to water these guys here. Now on the middle shelf, when you bring it down, it's about 74 degrees, and then down here on this bottom shelf it's only 72 degrees. So just remember that the aluminum hood does get hot, so depending on where you put it, you may not want to run it for the full 12 hours. I'm only going to run this one for the next month for about 8 hours, just because it is kind of attached to paint and everything, and I don't want to ruin it. So we will check back on these lovelies in about a month and see if there is any growth, and obviously if I see that they start declining, they will move back upstairs and we'll put different plants down. Leave in the comments down below if you use the GrowStar lights and your success with them, and any predictions you have. And if you think that the two on the outside here are just not getting enough light, let me know that as well, and I'll have my husband rearrange his shelf that's above it so that allows more light to go through. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.